Vultures goes to the upper left and try to do some harassment of his own. Start by picking up a pylon. That's a start, I guess. Right, still playing with that open mouth StarCraft technique. Just gonna start attacking because he's stasis in rounds. He's just gonna be able to wait until the forces unstasis and just continue picking all of those off. Actually sending a contingent of his forces towards the lower right hand position. Dragoons first, a lot of mines there, and defensive matrix tank. A lot of mines, tanks the lower ground there as well, just waiting to attack anything that comes in close. I think this might... Oh, God, losing some of his High Templar inside of his meanwhile in his own main due to Vultures. But I think part of this attack from the lower right hand might be to pick off, not just try to pick off this base, but at the very least, if he doesn't manage to pick it off, at least make it much more vulnerable. Try to pick off turrets, try to maybe pick off any side cells in the area, so he clears himself up or recall. I'm not really quite sure if he's going to need it. Oh, actually, yeah, he might need it. Tanks coming in to support, so I think they're going to manage to clear the Dragoons up. But at the very least, Dragoons have done a lot of damage. Took down a gas alongside. Arbiter coming in to support. Not sure if he's going to get in a recall or try to go for a stasis or what. Yeah, going to go for a recall. Science does not manage to react. So beautiful play there by Free, setting out those initial Dragoons, opening the position, taking down three or four turrets, open up that position for that recall. So this command center, if not going down, it's going to get severely undermining. Oh yeah, we're not going to take you down. We're just going to severely undermine you, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And this is very critical here. Very critical attack here by Free, because Light has only mining at the moment from his mineral only. Right now, with this, he's only mining from his mineral only. Just not have enough resources to really continue supporting a large enough Terran army. While Free's been allowed to expand towards the 6 o'clock, he's still mining at the upper left. His mineral only is mining a little bit of something, I think. But yeah, that mineral only there for Light, the only thing that's mining. So he's going to have to do a lot. Something. He's going to have to do something because he's lost. Okay, some Zealots running, clearing up some mines. He's losing to the left as they do so. Yeah, even a little bit of mining left for Free at his own mineral, at his own natural expansion, while Light has been just oversaturating his own bases. So they mine out very quickly. And he's really in a bad position. He lost way too much army with that attack. He went down on that ramp to try to put some pressure on the 6 o'clock and just got allowed three free stasises on like over half of his army, and that was so bad. Kind of like the Power Glove, because it's so bad. Just overall, I gotta say, Free, despite that early pressure that Light managed to put on, Free just come back completely by winning battles, and I must question Light's lack of science vessels in the game this entire game. He should have had more science vessels, more EMPs at all times. He should have had a science vessel or two around with an EMP every single fight that's been in this game. I feel he always should have had that. Always have the science vessel around to be able to spot for whatever's coming at you under those arbiters. You always need an EMP, because if you manage to EMP an arbiter before it gets any stasis off, never mind the fact you need to prevent recalls, but if you manage to get the stasis off on those arbiters, ooh, there's a stasis science right now as I speak. A lot of High Templar now on the field for Free as well. But yeah, if you manage to get that stasis on that arbiter, he's not going to manage to stasis your science also. It means you're going to be able to use that science to spot whatever's under the arbiter. So it's just such a huge advantage when you can actually see what you're attacking. But 5 arbiters in play. I'm now actually wondering whether Free's lost an arbiter this entire game. I'm not sure if he's lost an arbiter this entire game. Might have lost one, but then I just didn't see it because I haven't seen that arbiter explosion. Oh, never mind. Were those hallucinations? Did he go for hallucinations? I'm not sure whether I'm not sure whether those are all just pure arbiters. He did have a High Templar. He might have gone for some hallucination. Not overall too sure. That might be a hallucination at the front. Yeah, it is a hallucination at the front. 3 arbiters to fall back. Some of those might be hallucinations. Yeah, all of those are hallucinations as well. Recall me, we're going to come on top of the forces. Beautiful fake there by Free. Faking a recall into the main. Recalling right on top of the forces. Still has that open gaping mouth technique going on. But picking up all those forces that were waiting on the low ground, that were waiting to come into support. Zealot's going to run in, try to get those mines. Not quite managed to get all those into the tanks of the Vultures. Oh, losing some Dragoons to the other mines, but still going to at least manage to attack the force at the back. More tanks to come into support for Light. This base, the lower right hand, so critical for Light. Light has to hold it. He knows he has to hold it, but very nice, sort of a pump fake, I guess you could say. A freeze there. Really surprised him. Was basically, if he'd gone for full recall on the main, he might have, not sure if he might have done enough damage really to take out that entire base, because there are a lot of mines there, would have picked off a lot of his forces. Let's see, mining-wise, I think Free should have mined out his natural and mineral only at this point. Mineral only might have a little bit left, but not nearly enough. EMP, they're going off with one of the Arbiters. We're going to see a second. Is there going to be a second recall? No, Arbiter going to fly around thinking of backing off. I'm not quite sure. Not even sure if that's a hallucination. Don't think it's a hallucination, but no, it's not a hallucination. I don't think so anyway. But still kind of flying around there. Some science also not doing anything to it. Is that already an EMP Arbiter? I am confused. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know. I'm just gonna stand on top of that tank and just, I kill you. Man, am I tired. I'm sitting here and I don't have enough caffeine in my veins to do anything. The Arbiter's still just run around, wait for that turret to come up. Like, no, I must take the turret before it comes up and kills me. Might manage to do that actually, now that I think about it. One single Goliath. Oh, turret comes up. Is that gonna be enough? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the Arbiter's gonna come down before it does anything. That's silly. Silly waste of an Arbiter there, really. Again, gonna go with the hallucination. Some Arbiter's gonna go to well, right. He's probably gonna pump fake right at the main, maybe this time. Try to take out even more army. Try to actually go for the production at this point, maybe. I'm not quite sure. He's has Arbiters all over the place. Something gets spotted, splitting out the Arbiters at the lower right-hand position, kind of like, hey, what's up? We're not doing anything. Oh, a bunch of those hallucinations slowly go down at the same time. Ah! The actual recalling Arbiter does nothing. Unfortunate for Free there. A bit of a waste of hallucinations. Oh, well. All ran out at the same time. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Still has quite a few of those Arbiters out in the air. Still has a decent ground army. A lot of High Templars that he's mostly using for hallucinations at this point. Nothing much else. And should be mining at the upper left hand. Still something, not too much, but should still be doing that. Also, a well-saturated base at the 6. And at this point, I think Free should think about taking that 12. I think I pronounced that should in a very interesting and weird fashion. But definitely think he has enough army and enough map control at this point to pick up that 12. If he managed to pick up and take that 12, that's going to be the end of the game pretty much there. If he managed to take and hold it long enough, he's going to be able to continuously pump out lots more units that Light is. And Light really has to think about doing either picking up that 12 for himself or picking off a base of Freeze. But I just don't think he has enough map control. I just don't think he has enough ability to really do that. Free coming to come in. Ooh, one stasis is going to hit. Unfortunately, one stasis only managed to hit one of those Arbiters, but hey, I got another one right at the back, coming right at you. Don't care about your EMP. Don't care about your EMP. Let's see. Tank alongside says, oh, nice. Nice little strategy there, but Light's gonna use a Science Vessel and a tank to siege on the 6 o'clock. But meanwhile, Free's gonna go for full-on assault here. Zealots leading the charge. Even High Templars getting into the mix. Gonna see whether he gets any storms off or not. One storm gonna call on some of those forces. Did manage to EMP to stasis some other forces out in the field, so he's gonna manage to pick those up as soon as they fall. But Light, all in all, in a bad position. He's lost too many battles, lost too many forces, not nearly doing enough damage to equalize that whole position. At the very least, he's unsaturated. Is not even a word. Unsaturated the 6 o'clock. But now Free's just going to come out, start ransacking some command centers that are just sitting around, not really doing anything. I'm not really sure why he hadn't pulled out that command center by now. Kind of pulled it out and tried to maybe pick up the 6. I don't know. Let's see. Light not mining at the 6 at the moment, but still has it. Mining some at the upper left hand. Light still mining the lower right hand, but that's it for him. Let's see his first person view here. Really just not lacking in army on all sides. Picking up that 12, but severely lacking army. I think that entire tank group and those 3 vultures he has that's it. And there's an observer at the at the 12 o'clock that's spotting that out. So Light's gonna have to be careful to do something about that. You can see Freeze here definitely has a much larger army count and a very high-tech army. A lot of those arbiters in play. Gonna start finally clearing out. So clearing out near that 6 o'clock position just so we can finally get that back, get that resaturated and continue mining there because he's going to need that base and he's going to need to run up to that 12 and pick that off because he definitely has. Just send a control group of Dragoons or even have a control group of Dragoons, which you can afford. Send that up there, pick that off, kill it. Or send a mini recall if you want to. You can afford that, I think. Or you can just do that, just a bunch of Zealots force a fly. Force a lift off. Force a fly. Can you do that? Force up fly. To do what? To die. Ah, it rhymed. Okay, just a few Zealots and a couple of Dragoons are going to force that command center to... And instantly going to plan an X. Is like, yeah, you know what I'm going to do at this location. You know I'm going to pick up your base. It's mine now, bitch. So, not really much else to say. Light just dominating this entire thing. Really.